hand it off, and he'll get about 2.5, 2 yards.
Yeah, so welcome if you're just joining us. We just had a couple of viewers there. So make sure that you're subscribed down below. We're going to do the Baylor Ole Miss. Make sure that you are ready for that. It has been a lot of fun throughout the day as we've done all sorts of games, as the Notre Dame game, the Cincinnati Alabama game, and the
It was Jefferson who had the 4 touchdowns, but he only had 227 yards.
who had he had the most.
Yeah, so Njigba has passed him for sure.
Well, I don't know. He's got to be closing in on.
And Njigba's at 287, but he hasn't caught a pass since you said that.
Yeah. Well,
Ohio State got a 4th and 2. It'll be a long field, but I think they're going to go. I think they'll go for it. I mean, this is going to be a long field goal. A 4th and 4. He must have kept running after he stepped out. Then
he did. I would
field goal from there, and there's no Bennett. I mean, you can't really punt it from there either.
I would punt it. I would pooch kick it. I would pooch kick it and pin him inside the 10, and try to do one more drive where you have the field advantage. But Jackson Smith and Njigba, they should have just put 3 guys on him and just said, it beat us with somebody else. Literally just, don't do the say the thing, beat us with somebody else. No, literally put 3 guys on him and do a 3-layered attack and make sure that he does not catch the ball.
Thank you to whoever just subscribed over here on American Football Network. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, make sure that you help us get to our goal. The Chicago Sports Network wants to hit 500, and American Football Network is looking to hit about 450 by the end of the night as Jackson Smith and Njigba breaks all sorts of records, I'm sure, with the touchdown catch.
Surpasses 300 yards and gives Ohio State the lead. And with
man, that guy is
rising down, this is going to be tough for you to come back if he's not able to come back in and play. He's going to be injured and not 100% either way.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, I think we may have a fun Rose Bowl on our hands. I think we're looking at a Penn State USC Classic. So it could be getting interesting. But it's a fun game as Ohio State and Utah have both gone back and forth. Make sure that you are subscribed to both of our channels because we will be doing a Baylor Ole Miss preview and just a live score throughout that game. So make sure that you are subscribed for that. Ohio State hits the PAT, so it is now a 1-touchdown game with 4:22 left and Utah getting the ball.
So if you're over here watching on my channel and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, but I'll be back for my Baylor Ole Miss stream. Continuing with the Rose Bowl, just going to switch over to the stream I already had scheduled, so I'll see you guys on that one.
If you're here on Chicago Sports Network, go ahead and stay. I will change to that stream once this game is over, so we will leave this stream up. But if you want to watch the Baylor Ole Miss game, we're going to just both be talking. It's just that screen is going to switch to American Football Network is going to switch to the screen of the Baylor Ole Miss game.
75 watch hours is pretty good.
So yeah, make sure that you are subscribed. So there's a lot of fun things going on here today as there is. Hey guys, if you want me to shout out stuff, Ohio State is scared to death of Burton Covey. As Burton Covey got to the 40,
outside.
Oh, he gets all the way down to the 40.
The 43, man.
That guy is just so he's what I would say. I know as a Bears fan, I can say this. He is comparable to what teams did when Devin Hester played. Cam Rising is. He's in.
Oh, yeah. I'm concerned about him coming back in.
Oh, okay.
It's just we're going to play coming back in because no, he's not. That's not him.
Whoa. Okay. That means he's probably done for the game, which means that Utah's in a little bit of trouble. I expect them to run the ball, which they do, and they get about 3 on the carry. If you not already, go check my Notre Dame Oklahoma State hype video. My brother did such a fantastic job on that. So if you don't mind liking that video and commenting your thoughts on it, I know he worked really hard on that. So if you don't mind giving that a view and a subscription, that would be much appreciated, as he worked incredibly hard on that. So make sure you subscribe to this. This is turning into a classic of a game in the Rose Bowl, which tends to have some pretty fun games. Another handoff here up the edge for they're going to give it about 2.5 yards. 2 yards. Just going to go back on that. Go ahead.
So we are live over here on my channel, Baylor Ole Miss. We'll be up next. We're just continuing with the Rose Bowl coverage on this one, and we'll be back. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. Help me get to 450 by the end of the night. I'm at 373 right now. Click that subscribe button and help me get there.
Yeah, so we'll be heading over to our coverage of the Baylor game, but it won't be till after this Ohio State game. So make sure that you have checking that out. Make sure that you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, because we'll be doing a bunch of draft content. So if you're an NFL fan in any way, make sure that you check that out, because there's going to be a lot of draft content coming your way. What side of the ball is Kyle Hamilton? Defense? Whittingham?
Oh, you said Hamilton.
Yeah, I was thinking Hamilton.
Yeah, Kyle Whittingham. I
Whittingham.
think he's defense.
I think he is, but because I just didn't see him in the huddle.
The 3rd and 6 for Utah.
And we got a pass interference. It did kind of look like.
Oh yeah, he got there early. Yeah, he was definitely on top of him before the ball was thrown. That's a good call there by the refs.
So we got a first down for the Utah State, or not Utah State, the Utah Utes, as they ball, I think, at about the 38-yard line, I think is what it is. Yeah, he got there a little bit early, pulled him down to the ground. Aaron Covey is just he's a great kid from what all the reports say, and B, he is just a masterful. Wait, the PI was at a spot foul?
Yeah, it's a spot foul. It's been changed,
Okay.
which I like, because
Not a spot foul whenever it's past the line. It's not past. It's either 15 yards or a spot.
because what I don't like is in the NFL, they will chunk it deep, and there'll be a PI call and they'll move all the way down to the 3-yard line for just throwing it deep, and it's so aggravating when it should just be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
To me, the pass interference rule in the NFL is like the targeting rule in college.
Well, here's the only problem: is what if the guy's 5 yards away from the end zone and it's a 50-yard throw, and you just pull him down? Like there has to be a rule, like the NBA, like a clear path.
Covey close to the.
It looked like he got it on
No, he
the
definitely
outstretch.
stepped out with his left foot before he got there.
So we got some good quarterback play from whoever this is. It's a freshman. I will say this: Utah next year, watch out. They're going to be a good football team. I doubt they'll make the college football playoff.
He's going to run, and he's going to get the first down, lower the shoulder to about the 30.
I don't think Utah will make the plus, not because I don't think they're good enough. I don't think that they will. I think they'll lose one game that they're not supposed to. I don't think the playoff committee will put them in unless you have another year like this. But I think Utah, they are a young, dynamic team. It's thrown up to whoever the tight end is, and that's another PI call inside the 5-yard line, like I was talking about.
Yeah.
So it's where it's like you might as well just go up and just hug the dude, because if you do that, then
I think
it's better.
it will be 15 yards.
It will be 15. If it's past the 15, yes.
Yeah. I think it's
15 yards, but it's a spot foul, which I don't like. If it's pass interference, just do full pass interference. 15 yards, not in my opinion, but whatever. Anybody can have whatever opinion they want. Obviously, we had a little bit of a discussion on that with my last stream, in which we're not going to get into. Let's see here. Yeah,
they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll throw it to the end zone, and he's got him. Touchdown.
And he's in.
Touchdown,
2 feet, 2 feet.
That's a catch on Sunday.
Yep, he's making Sunday catches, and it looks like he looks a big body tight end and seems to play well. Whoever the quarterback was played magnificently, putting those balls exactly where only his wide receiver or tight end could get it. So it's looking like it's going to be a fun game. Ohio State's going to have probably one last drive. I don't think Utah's going to get it again. Yep, it's 2 feet in. I don't think Utah's going to get it again.
Yeah, 154 on the clock.
Well, Utah has all 3 timeouts. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I don't know Ohio State's gonna go 3 and out. So,
if you're Ohio State, I assume you're just going for the win here, and you're not going to try to play it like run the ball and run the clock out. So I assume you're going to go for the win here, which means it's going to be. Hey, we got Aiden Baum back in here. Good to see you, Aiden Baum. Or Adam
That's
Baum.
Adam
Baum. I'm sorry. Adam Baum. It's good to see you. Come on, Bucks. Well, I can say this. I will be cheering for Utah right now, Adam Baum. But the Utes tied up here at 45 apiece as in the Rose Bowl. It looks like another classic here from both teams. I want to make sure I thank everyone that has joined. Make sure you like the stream if you enjoy it. It really helps it out. And if you don't enjoy it, you can put a dislike. That's fine.
yeah, I'm cheering for I'm cheering for Utah because of their story of losing their two guys that were best friends. But also cheering for the story of Ohio State of C.J. Stroud without his 2 best receivers. Dude's coming all the way. I mean, he's let them back from down.
That was
hilarious. But he's coming back. He's coming. He's leading them back, and he's playing great. So that's another good story.
I don't care who wins this game. If Utah wins this game, the player of the game better go to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Either way, yeah.
I know that there's we give the MVP of the Super Bowl to the losing team or the MVP of the playoff series to the losing team, but that guy has really got over 300 yards and been the entire offense of Ohio State. Without him, Ohio State loses this game like 38-14 or something. Like, this game is not even close if he's not playing.
Oh, yeah, agreed, 100%. So Ohio State will have one more chance, most likely. Utah probably not going to get the ball back, so they'll need their defense to stand up and stop the Buckeyes here.
So we got Scotty B, the Baylor King here. I'm sure you're happy. What do you think about
Scotty B, the Baylor King?
I said Scotty B, the Baylor
King.
King.
Sky.
I said Scotty B, the Baylor King. It's good to see you here. I'm sure you are excited to see your Baylor Bears take on the Rebels of Ole Miss.
By the way, Scotty B, I think he set his goal. I can't remember. He said it on my last stream. Notre Dame, Oklahoma State. I think he said his goal was 400 by the end of 2022. I think he's at 160 something right now. So y'all go over there and subscribe to Scotty B. Get him to 400 subs. And yeah, make his 2022 a year to remember for his YouTube channel over there.
What is this? What's the car sales at? This is a year to remember event. Is that Toyota?
No, Lexus. December to remember.
Yeah. You got Toyota and Toyota-thon. You got Lexus in December to remember. What's the other ones? There's a bunch of them, but they get annoying. Make sure that you like the stream. If you have not, make sure you stay around. Just a little bit after this game, we'll have the Baylor Ole Miss game, as this is turning into a classic and nobody is leaving. So Utah kicks it off. It's going to be about a 6-yard line kick. So they're going to take it out of the end zone as it's run back to about the 20, 30, or the 42-yard line. As pretty big run back, which could be important depending on what happens at the end of this. The only thing that I would say I would say you want it to be slow. I would run the ball here. I would run it a little bit with Henderson and see if you can get some yardage out of him and then go for the game-winning field goal. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with. I don't know about necessarily running it, but you definitely want to manage it to where you leave Utah with no time. If you kick a field goal, now if you get a touchdown, that's great because they can't really win the game unless they get a 2-point conversion. So if you get the touchdown, that's great. But if you get to the situation where it's pretty clear you're going to just need to settle for the game-winning field goal, make sure you have no time because the 3 timeouts. 30 seconds with 3 timeouts might as well be 2 because they can run 5-6 plays with that easily.
335. Hey, see, told you.
Yeah.
Most yards in a bowl game in FBS history. So that doesn't surprise me. Man, he has just been
335. I
wonder if Chris Olave or the playing Garrett
went out to Henderson and
went out of bounds.
About 8.5.
He went out of bounds, but the clock will probably start a little bit here. So make sure that you're subscribed for the next stream, both of ours, as we will continue this. Let's see here. Make sure we didn't update any subscriber count. We're at 34, so make sure we are only about Ohio State's about 5 yards out of field goal range, and I'm only about.
And they're in it now. Henderson gets all the way down to about the 24, 23-yard line, and he just kind of fell. He didn't take a hit, so it's pretty clear they're going to be just kind of milking the clock, setting up their kicker for game winner.
Okay.
So we'll see if he can put it through the sticks if it comes to that.
If you're Utah here, you got to focus on stopping them here and then calling 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
Because
that is the annoying thing is that even though the clock says 40 seconds and counting, it's going to end up being
what is Ohio State doing?
They're going for the win right now. Smith and Jigba gets all the way down and gets out of the bound. Ohio State 1 timeout left, 36 seconds on the clock.
You're Utah here. I just gave up the touchdown.
Yeah, that's what Ohio State's going for. They're going for 6.
Because at this point you have 3 timeouts. If you delay your death, quote unquote,
I wouldn't just give a touchdown. They've had a couple passes on Stroud, one already earlier down here in the red zone.
Well, I would just play for the INT, but I would try to make sure that you don't give up because at this point, if they run
cut back, he's cut down at the half.
If you're smart, you just let them go in. That's the game. Because they're gonna have to use all 3 timeouts.
20 seconds.
What are they doing?
He's just gonna ice him. He's letting the clock tick all the way down.
12 seconds.
I don't like this from Utah. They did not take any time whatsoever, and Ohio State took their timeout with 12.
Yeah.
Ohio State's they're going for the touchdown.
Yeah. I would I don't know if I like this idea.
Well, I obviously don't care if you like it or not.
Man, it's an interesting strategy. Because you're going to give yourself if they make the field goal, the game. So, yeah, I would have. If you were, it's better just to let him in the end zone the last play. Because downing him at the 2-yard line, the only thing I will say is it's harder to make a close field goal when it's on the far hash.
Now, we'll see here. Can Britton Covey run their kickoff all the way back, or will they just kick it out of bounds if there's any time left? There will be time left.
If I'm Ohio State, yeah, I'd kick it out of bounds.
Because Ohio State has no timeout, so they're not going to kneel it and then let the clock tick all the way down. They have no timeout, so there will be time left on the clock. They're just going to kick it 12 seconds on second 1.
Why don't you let the
So
clock?
they're going to give Utah a chance here.
Okay, the only problem is it is a close field goal. It's on the far hash, like I said. So it's not a.
He killed it right down the middle.
Okay, so this is.
It was almost blocked, but Utah got in there. But they'll have 9 seconds and
what
3
is
timeouts.
Utah doing? Kyle Whittingham made a stupid mistake. That was
9 seconds left. We'll see if Covey can run it all the way back.
I trust Covey. I just don't think that Ohio State's going to give him an opportunity. They're going to swift.
Yeah, they're going to score it or just kick it out of bounds.
I think it's more likely that you just do an onside kick and you do it out like.
You don't do an onside with 9 seconds left because they can just dive on it and then take no time off the clock. Have it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's better just to onside kick.
And with 9 seconds and 3 timeouts, I mean, you can run 2 plays and then kick a field goal if you play it right. Oh, so the Utah guy dived to block it, and the Ohio State kicker waved at him after he made it while he was on the
So
ground.
if Utah was smart about this, they were 36 seconds, I think, and they just let the clock run down.
Yeah,
to
they
12
should have been
seconds. If they
calling
call a timeout, there's plenty of time with 2 timeouts and let's say
If
33 seconds.
If they kick it to Covey, then they're going to have a shot at a Hail Mary because he'll get him to the 40 at least.
But how much time does he take off?
Oh, he'll get down. It doesn't start till he touches the ball. They'll have time left.
He's gonna take up 6-7 seconds.
He's a senior or a super senior, right? But that's all they need. That's all they need for us. They kick it to him, and they'll have time left because he's gonna play it smart. Not.
And
he's down with a second left. Oh no, he wasn't down.
Oh
They
no!
blew him down, but he wasn't down. Man, he
Run
did not
into
play
the
it
end
smart.
zone.
He did not play it smart. They tried to get the pitch game going. I don't think he was down. I don't think he was down at all. And man, if they wouldn't have blown that whistle, he would have ran that all back. But yeah, Ohio State comes out on top 48-45. Poor clock management by Kyle Whittingham to have 3 timeouts left in a field goal game.
And not a really smart job by Britton Covey. You gotta have a plan of whether you're not gonna.
Yeah, he looked kind of
we got
stuck
some
in the middle
argument going on here between Utah and Ohio
of
State.
whether he looked kind of in the middle of whether he wanted to pitch it or run back. He didn't really look like he had his mind up.
And he just kind of dropped the ball.
Yeah, he went to pitch it. And
Here on American Football Network, we're going to end this stream, and then we are going to go to
not on mine, on Chicago Sports.
Chicago Sports Network. Yes, Chicago Sports Network's ending and starting the Baylor stream. American Football Network is going to continue their stream. Okay, so